Hey folks, welcome to the first episode of the Hot Car Podcast. I'm Marcus, and with me today is, as always, Hammy. Today our special guests are Father Luke and Sheriff Dan. Welcome. But first, Hammy's thought of the day. Imagine a world where we only smoke brisket. Ronda Rousey fights at a burlesque wrestling event in the first non-WWE match.
Fights in a wrestling match.
She made a surprise appearance at a burlesque wrestling show this week. Okay, let's see. It's so difficult to do any of this kind of thing without a script. It's because I don't understand it. I mean, this is actually an interesting point of view. Maybe is that people can like talk about all kinds of subjects that they don't know anything about, or they claim to know everything about for hours, and then you put them in front of a microphone, and they have no idea who they are. They don't even know. Like they're just like
all natural instinct just goes out the window.
It's like this weird form of like stage fright that really shouldn't apply because you're just talking to yourself.
You're all ghosted out, yeah.
Maybe that's part of it too, that disconnection with but even people in the same room have some difficulty. I don't know. It's something we're kind of exploring because, these kinds of things are terribly boring a lot of times, just people talking about, nothing in particular.
I feel like
that's where the nuggets of humor lie.
It's like this for me, Marcus. I'm trying to be on my best behavior. I don't want to talk too much. You know what I mean?
That's also the beauty of editing too. The idea is that we record all these little bits and pieces of conversations and then put them into an edited whole with sound effects.
Yeah.
I meant whole WHOLE, but it sounded like I meant whole like a void.
What hole? Wrong hole.
Like the wrong hole.
Wrong hole.
Wrong hole.
They've all been there.
What's this we shit?
Oh man. Hey, yeah. So
Is that Hammy out here?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Hammy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
who are you?
I'm freezing Hammy. Hammy is he's Hammy. He's a pretty freaking awesome dude. Been in the local music scene for a long time.
Say his name.
Yeah. Known for 15 years. He's a troublemaker.
Yes,
So-
I am.
I don't think a lot of people have heard the Say My Name. Well, some people have the Say My Name Montana Hammy story. It's pretty good. So that's a good one. We went on a Northwest tour last year. The Stoned Ham band. That's me, guitar, singing, Hammy, percussion. We had a full light show, projections, and
I love super cool colors, man.
yeah, there's some. We'll put some video up of some of the performance. But the funny thing was, the tour went really well. We were also selling cotton candy, and then we had a jar of
Dab.
We had a jar of dab, and well, it was it's funny to say a jar because it was it's a 16-ounce mason jar full of what looked like earwax.
Baking grease.
Baking grease, right?
Straight off of Shrek's dining room
Yeah,
table.
I did a vandalism bomb with one of those one time. I just saved up bacon grease for 2 years, and I just chucked it at someone's house. I didn't mind.
Wow. Oh, at first I thought you meant you threw a big jar of dab at someone's house, and that would be more like a gift.
No, that'd be a gift.
Right, that would be more like a
my
gift.
address.
As they say in the South, they say regalo. Regalo. It means gift.
You're listening to the Hot Car Podcast with Marcus and Hammy. That's true. That's true. I lived in Mexico for about 6 weeks when I was a teenager. It was awesome.
Heck yeah.
Oh man, it was the best thing ever. I went on an extended vacation with my my friend and his family, like all the way.
6 weeks?
It was like.
Damn, that was a good friend.
I've never had a friend like that in my whole life.
It was cool. It was from early November to right before like the middle of January. Like
Oh man, that was the ground.
the whole Christmas season. And so we drove down in the family camper van and all the way through down the mainland side of the Baja, Gulf, going down all the way to like a little resort city called or cartel city, Culiacan,
Oh man.
way down south of Mazatlan. But yeah, that was cool. It was I mean, I'm not old enough, but it reminded me of what like small town America used to be like. Very friendly.
It's like you say my name, and we did hit Montana.
Culture, very different. I love it.
The whole neighborhood was at every it was weird. I don't know how they did it, but somehow everybody was at every event. I don't know, like.
No, they make time.
Oh yeah, like everybody. Like we were like somehow I was simultaneously at like every house in the neighborhood and the fiesta.
Yeah.
And then it was cool the first time.
They have all the time in the world, and, they can just make everything. I swear.
It was the funniest thing was like it was like a month into the visit, and I was like shocked because somebody came up to me and spoke English to me first. That was weird. I didn't know what language the dude was speaking at first. It was so strange. I got that like reverse like what? Yeah. Or the 1.5 lane mountain highways. Those are cool.
That's good.
The 1.5 lanes. It's not really 2. There's a cliff side, all right? There's a wall. And then
those lanes are for mopeds.
And then there's a collapsing cliff on the other side, and you can see all of the abandoned cars down below too that got just tossed over or drove over at either one. But imagine like you're driving in the pouring rain, like you're a kid in the back of the van, like 15, 16 years old, and the whole family, whatever, all 5, 6 kids and the parents up front. Pouring rain, and ambulances like pushing you from behind because there's not enough room to pass. And there's traffic coming the other way too. It was mind blowing.
I'm just trying to imagine the family time.
Yeah, it was cool. And that's my there you go.
Bottles of enchiladas on the wall.
It's my Mexico adventure. See, we didn't even know we were going to talk about that.
You never finished your Hammy story.
I interrupted the Hammy story.
When we walked up, and the guy walks up to us.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got diverted.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, the Hammy story, Montana. Maybe Hammy should take this part.
Yeah, we got up to the bar we were going to play at. We're sitting there, and this guy comes up, and his eyes got big, and his jaw like hit the ground, and he's all, "You're that guy, aren't you, from Facebook?" I go, "Say my fucking name." And he's all, Hammy. And we just started busting up laughing. He did not know what to do. He was in so much shock. I thought he was going to have an anxiety attack. You're that guy on Facebook.
Yeah, it was like a total like Stunlock fan moment. The guy had no idea what to do.
Yep.
That is fucking hilarious.
Then the four-wheelers going down the road with their kids, the adults with their kids on it.
Oh yeah, Montana with their no helmet laws and a bunch of other. That's an interesting place.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, the guy with an ATVs with their kids riding around in the city streets, going up on the curb on the sidewalk. We found out there are a few rules in Montana.
Just three rules.
Well,
that's about it.
Okay, so no bow and arrows at the park.
Mm-hmm. Don't mess with the shrubbery.
Don't mess with the shrubbery.
Not the shrubbery.
They don't want graffiti.
No graffiti.
And no dogs. No dogs.
None.
Other than
Single one.
that, pretty much anything goes.
Mm-hmm.
So, Don't mess with the flowers. Don't paint on the walls.
And
No
no bow and
dogs. No bows and arrows. In fact, when we arrived at the venue, all the people were interested in the dab. They're like, "Oh wow, cool." So we're like, "Yeah, that's great. Where can we go to smoke this stuff?" And we're like, "Yeah, we got the motorhome. We can go there." And they're like, "Oh no, right outside is fine.
Just right here at the bar.
At the bar, at the bar, inside."
Like nothing.
That's rad.
Oh yeah.
And like, oh wow, in Oregon this would be like way off limits.
Wow.
Like even on the sidewalk anywhere, like you can't do that.
You can't do that here.
I mean, in the sense that it's really not allowed. People can do it, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah. I did not know that.
No, but they were very open about it. They're like, well, it's legal. That was like their whole thing. Like, I don't know. Are there other rules? Like, they're like, we don't know if there are any other rules involved, but all we know at this point is it's legal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would be a great place if it wasn't snowed in like half the year.
I've heard some funny stories about how people used to act about like when it was before it was legal.
Oh boy.
I worked at a gas station many years ago, and I met a guy in Portland, and I was asking him because he said he did big grows in California in like the 80s, like when it was just super illegal.
Sure.
And I was like, so what's that like?
You're listening to the Hot Car Podcast with Marcus and Hammy.
And he didn't say nothing else, but like the first thing out of his mouth, he said, if you see a helicopter, you burn everything.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got my own.
Yeah.
Very true. I have my own 90s grow stories, indoor. And that's briefly, we did about 2 pounds every 45 days in a like kind of a sea of green, what do you call it? Hydroponic. With like 3,000 watts of 3,000 watts of high sodium pressure lights. So, and the way we did it is we moved into this house. There was me and 2 other guys and a spare bedroom for the ladies. And you go in and immediately turn on all the lights. Like you have to go in like on, because if you go in just as a normal like resident, so to speak, with normal power consumption, and it jumps up, you get all kinds of red flags. But yeah, the helicopters were because they had heat detecting radar, and so they could fly over your house, and if the whole thing was all bright, it was cause to like maybe check it out. But it went all, it all went well. But 2 pounds every 45 days, but a pound back then, this was like in 95, 96, was $5,000 a piece. Like, so it was, it was like, it was $10,000 every month and a half or so, divided between 3 people. The rules were you had to have a job. You couldn't live on that money. You were like, because it would break down to, more or less a reasonably good, like full-time job, but you couldn't rely on that. And then it all broke down when people started not wanting to have real jobs. Mm-hmm. That's how it ended, and it just kind of dissolved.
They moved to Oregon.
Yeah, that was right. That was right before legalization, but that wouldn't have mattered at that point anyway. Like that was still highly irregular.
Hi, this is Ron Green. You're listening to the Hot Car Podcast.
How long have you lived here?
Oh, in Oregon?
Yeah.
I've lived in Oregon on several different occasions. So I first moved up from Santa Monica, California in 1999. and stayed for until 2008.
Okay.
And then came back in 2011. And then I've been bouncing around a little bit more after that. But my longest stay was basically in Salem for like 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, a real shithole. Like, wow. It's the hub of. It's like if Portland is the hub of urban Oregon, Salem is the hub of rural Oregon, and so you get all the like. All those guys. It's concentrated. You might think it's like, oh, it's Salem, liberal Oregon. Oh no. People get real surprised about that kind of stuff.
Everybody's a hip hop promoter in Salem.
Everybody is a hip hop promoter in Salem. That is true. It's true.
Yeah.
Who isn't?
I am a dental assistant by day and a
Hip hop promoter by night.
Correct.
Oh, wow.
Man. I have a terrible hip hop promotion story. I have a good one too, but like.
Tell me.
Yeah, you know who Rappin' Forte is?
I do not.
Okay, well that makes it more difficult. Anyway, he was on a very famous track with Tupac.
Oh, wow.
He was like, big. He was like a fairly big deal. I think it's I forget the name of the song. It doesn't matter. The name of the song doesn't matter at this point.
It's a story.
But anyway, I booked the show in Salem. This is like 14
years.
2014? 10 years ago? And sent $1,500 to his manager. Got his crew from Ukiah. He was from like kind of the Bay Area, but yeah, Ukiah, California, Northern California. His whole backup crew or whatever, they're coming. Then I started hitting up a whole bunch of local people, to be on the stage as well. And the funny thing about it is most of these people, and still some to this day, a lot, do what's called pay to play, where you're gonna pay some of the money that goes to the promoter and maybe the headliner to be on the stage. Like it might cost you $200, $500, something like that. Then you get like a 15-minute set. So I'm like, well, that's not what this is. I'm going to make sure that everybody gets something. No one's going to have to pay to do this. Like it's ridiculous to me. Like I never bought into that.
Yeah.
So it was going well. Tickets are being sold. Everything's cool. The day of the show, we get a call regarding Rappin' Forte from his wife on her friend's phone because he smoked a bunch of crack and stole her car and her phone and drove into a ditch and wasn't going to be able to make it.
Hi, this is Tina. Welcome to the Hot Car Podcast.
So
All in the name of hip hop.
the show went on. I mean, it was great. And it was fantastic. It was a really good show.
The show didn't go on. Goddamn.
Yeah, it was really good. But like half the people wanted refunds. That was fine. And then some of the locals, I'm certainly not going to mention any names, but a few of the locals were upset because it didn't go. It didn't go as well as planned because the headliner didn't show up, and they were mad at me about it. And and then I paid them money, and then they were like still upset because it wasn't enough. Imagine that. These people are used to paying to play. The headliner didn't show up. The show went well anyway. I still gave them money, and they said, "Well, that's not enough." It's wild. Yeah, I know. And so that's why a lot of people shouldn't be hip hop promoters.
I agree with that.
It's because it's a bad idea. Although we did pull it off this summer with baby Eazy-E, E3, the son of legendary Eazy-E, and his stage partner Jay Meest.
Wait, so that's the son of Eazy-E?
Yeah, he has several. He's had 9 kids, I think. But
Oh wow!
well, he's got a whole passel of them.
That's my amount of kids cute.
So he's E3. There was also little Eazy-E, who is the second son.
Okay, I didn't see him. He was good.
I don't know who the firstborn.
Like,
Wait a
little
minute.
sidekick dude too.
Wait.
Little Easy is.
Oh wait,
firstborn.
little Eazy is firstborn. Okay, we're corrected. We got a fact check. Hold on.
There's so many Eazy-E's.
So there's Eazy-E, and then there's little Eazy, who is the firstborn, and then there's baby Eazy, and then there's a bunch of other people that are also probably very cool.
I guess he gave the name "Who's Your Daddy?" That's where that
What
came
if
from.
all of Eazy-E's kids were dudes who chose rapping as a career?
You'd run out of little or things to put in front of the Eazy, right? I think.
We would need a chart.
You could, but you know what? I think it's okay to have the ladies be Easy too,
Yeah.
right? There's nothing wrong with that.
Easy-et.
The Easyettes, they can form. Oh, so each of the guys is individual, right? But the women, because they're women,
Right.
have to be a group,
Oh, because they're women.
right? Harmony. It's for the harmonies. It's for the harmonies. That's all.
We can do the backup stage too.
See, now you're back on board. You were getting all nervous for a second.
11 children total.
Oh, hold on. You hear that?
Yeah. He was born Eric Lynn Wright.
This is fascinating.
And then he passed away March 26th of 95 at age 30 in Los Angeles. His spouse was Tomika Woods. But all together, 11 kids, including little Easy.
Right. Yeah. From everything I've known, I mean, just in meeting baby Eazy and his crew and his family and his friends, really, really nice people. I imagine they're all very cool. I couldn't imagine. I mean, of course they're getting invited. Of course they're getting invited to the barbecue. Are you kidding me?
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. They put on the show too, and it'd be
They
sweet.
definitely rocked it.
No, awesome.
I'm realizing now you guys are saying Little Easy, and I thought you guys were saying EV, like the electric vehicle. I'm very hard of hearing, and I missed a lot of things, and that's what it just clicked.
Yeah, so Eazy-E, like the legendary rapper, his son, did a show for us this summer.
Hi, this is Bree, and you're listening to the Hot Car Podcast.
That's badass.
Yeah.
And you know what the funniest thing about that is? He pulled up in a little EV.
Yeah.
What? Not really. Not really.
He probably did.
I think he might have, really.
The gangsters don't believe in electricity. Shit, they gasoline for life.
Right? Is that,
They grew up used to not having it.
that sounds like a producer tag. Gasoline for life.
Gasoline for life.
That's our new motto.
It's the motto of the DMV.
Right? So wait, there was some weird.
Yeah, the DMV. Oh my god.
I heard about some DMV stuff that was going on. Like, it's only appropriate. This is the Hot Car Podcast. I was once. Okay, I went. This is good. I guess it's good. I don't know if it's good or not. My friend bought a hoopty, like this really like crap. It was. I don't even know what it was. There was this big orange car. And we were like 17, and he was all excited because he got this really good deal. He got a bill of sale, and then he went to the DMV, and they're like, get out of here, kid. Basically, like you don't have enough paperwork to do.
Just a bill of sale.
Yeah, nothing. Like you don't have enough paperwork to do anything with this vehicle.
Right.
Like you have to get more. And so we drove away. And then got pulled over at gunpoint. So we all had to lie down on the ground, and he had to explain that he didn't know the car was stolen.
Right.
But luckily,
Hot car, dude.
luckily he had a bill of sale, so that really saved his ass. Like it really, really saved his ass.
Getting pulled over, I could probably in a tight spot.
He lost his three.
If you plan on stealing a car, you gotta get your first ones.
I guess that's right. That's right.
Pocket, just in case.
I mean, he lost his $300 and the car, but at least he didn't go to jail.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
Get out of jail free pass.
We've all been there.
get it? Yeah, we don't want to. Wow. I've had a few close calls.
I was sitting there for like an hour, and then I was like right by the door.
Oh, in jail?
Walked in.
No, we're talking about jail now?
Oh, you're talking, oh yeah. So I was, I bought a moped recently for $500, you know, because of the economy.
Want to ride a bike?
I was going in there and making sure I got it all legal and whatnot, because I've noticed that cops love to pull over two-wheel vehicles a lot, you know, because they tend to be louder and they tend to, you know, seem like they're going a lot quicker. Maybe I speed, but it's all good. And I was at the DMV, I was going in there, and I went in there and I said, well, what number are we on? Because it was about 80 numbers from the number that they were on. And Sheridan was like maybe, I don't know, 20 numbers away at this point when I got there, or maybe how many she was away. And I'm waiting there. I probably went there for like a half hour, 45 minutes, and I'm bullshitting. I'm talking with these guys because a lady
You're
actually was
opening the
walking
door
out.
and greeting every single person that comes in.
Yeah, I'm a happy man. I like to smile. I like to make jokes when I can, you know. There's people coming in. And I was holding the doors open for them and going like, you gonna wait? Hey, they're 80 numbers away, bro. Hey, okay, I don't blame you if you go. All right, I'll sell you this one, though. I picked it right when I got here. Prime number right here, $5. Let's go.
No shit.
That one was taking me up on my offers, but dang, like, I don't think I said $5. I probably said like $100. I was working for that DMV money. They raise the fees every year. Every year.
You gotta do something.
Selling numbers at the DMV.
So
You go collect all the good numbers early and then sell them.
yeah, exactly. Get there. Go there on the day you have off during the week, or maybe like a Wednesday.
Side hustle.
Going there on like a Wednesday, chilling there at like maybe 10 a.m. when it's real
Get 10
dead.
numbers.
Oh, it's even worse.
Yeah, exactly. Just
No, it gets worse. It gets worse because here's what also is going to happen. You're just going to get as many low numbers as you can and then sell them fraudulently on different days.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Yeah,
no, it's not a good idea.
Grand
That's a
Pass,
terrible
head over to the
idea.
Cave Junction
That's not a
DMV.
That's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Don't do that. But
Just wear a very obvious wig.
but it's a
Go back to
feasible
the
idea.
last one.
But don't do that. This is not legal advice.
No, I won't do
For legal
that.
purposes, this is
But you could, but you shouldn't.
Don't do it twice.
No, I won't. I
I-
like waiting.
I know you wouldn't really do that.
Oh, what about the license plate?
Oh, don't steal good tags off of other plates and put them on your bad one.
Eating freaking helped out this gentleman who was
Oh.
he was struggling.
There was a man, he was trying to, his license plate, I think it was like, it looked like it was just like ripped in half or something. We was trying to get it undone from there. And I live for shit like that because I'm super strong because of like the autism or whatever. And I snagged that license plate right off his car like an ogre.
It's a good thing other people didn't see you and like get alarmed. If you had done it twice,
Tearing a notepad out of a paper out of a notepad.
right?
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, but if you had done it, twice, though, is what I'm saying. Is if you had done it again to a different car, it would have been like an incident.
No, I had his consent. It was his car. I was just ripping it off.
Right, but my fear is that you would get into it, and and like want to keep doing it.
Was this before or after you were selling tickets at the DMV?
Wait, is this?
During.
Are we gonna edit this part out now?
What?
Oh, we're recording?
Hey, no one ever told me we were actually going to be recording and releasing this.
Oh, no, it's it's all good. It's all good, man. Just, not the cops. Don't let the cops hear it.
Hey,
No, I'm joking with you.
wait. Oh no. I think the rule is if the cops hear it and then like say, hey guys, you shouldn't be doing that. That's entrapment.
Yeah, so we can say what the fuck we want.
Is that how that works? Is that how entrapment works? Like,
Look, all I know is that moped's 100% legal. So
well, that's good. That's good.
Just, it is.
I've done taking it for like 6 rides already, and I got a friend of mine. He's over 200 pounds. I got him on the back of it. We're riding that bitch double tandem.
Is that Big
You know
D?
what I mean?
Is it Big D?
Big D on the
Wait, is it
back.
Big D that's on the back?
Yep, probably. It could be Big D coming from a wrestling match.
Oh yeah.
Because I think Big D got a moped too.
It's a fat boy thing, man. We walked in and he said, I got a fat boy bike. And at first I was like, what do you mean a fat boy bike? And they said, you see all the fat boys on the mopeds.
Wait,
Or
isn't
is it
there
like- I've
isn't there a
seen-
song
I've seen,
called
like,
Fat Folks on
like
Mopeds?
little Dutch Bros boys on like the little mopeds, but they only go like 30 miles an hour, and I'm like, I want to go like at least like 70 or 80. And so I got like a 250, but it's like the kind of mopeds that they don't look cool at all. They just look like you see like really heavy set gentlemen on them.
Sure.
Heavyset gentlemen.
My mom wrote a song back when I was a kid called Fat Folks on Mopeds. No joke.
Okay, yeah, okay.
No, really. I'm not kidding.
Are you
I
fucking
believe it.
I am serious, and I'm actually
It's great material. It's
and
great material. You can do with it what you will.
I'm looking up now.
fertile ground.
I'm just looking up on the internet right now just to make sure I wasn't lying to myself. It's true. But there is a song released September 1st, 2014 called Fat Men on Scooters by FUP.
Oh
by
my god.
by FUP. Do you know that band FUP?
This is a common phenomenon.
It's metal.
Is what we're
Fat
gathering.
Man on Scooters. Metal. Preview. Let's go.
What?
Oh, I'm playing FUP. You can't hear. I can barely hear it myself because I'm playing it through. Well, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. I cannot hear
No. A Fat Man on
Enough mouth time.
Fat Man on
I'm
Scooters.
definitely, hey, I promise you already got a free download out of me on that.
Well, they're gonna thank you for that because it
So I
was.
want you to know, money is going away from my children because I'm going to download the Fat Boy Moped song.
They probably need
Let
that.
it be known.
I would imagine they need the income. I would think.
Let it be known.
It's now known. In fact, we're going to get in contact with FUP, I think, to the best of our ability and see if they'll come on and talk about this album.
All right.
I
Yeah.
mean, why not?
Hell yeah.
I mean, they're going to love it. They're going to love the attention.
It's like I love fat boys. I feel like a fat boy. I don't know if I count as a fat boy, but I feel I'm a heavy boy. You know.
All right. Fair enough.
I
And
think
I'm
we're
not
all
a
fat
moped,
boys.
so
We're
it's
all
like
fat boys at heart. It's like, a state of being.
okay.
Sure.
I am a nutritional overachiever. I am not fat.
We wash ourselves with rags on sticks. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Fully charged battery. Check. Too short t-shirt. Check. Every month I get a disability. Check. Looks like it's time to go out.
Well, Microsoft Bing says mopeds are for men who want to ride motorcycles but prefer to feel the wind on their vaginas.
Fat men on scooters. We're coming to your
Honestly, what happened was about 5 years ago, I got in a motorcycle accident, and my fiance, she said that we were gonna make a deal that I couldn't buy a motorcycle for 10 more years. So here we are, halfway into the agreement where I convinced her mopeds are safer.
Oh my god.
And because they go slower? Is that the
I
factor?
was like, well, there's no clutch, baby. That makes it easier to ride. You know,
Oh, that-
it's not gonna bump all over the road.
Yeah, because that's always the issue, the clutch.
No, of course not. Of course not. But
I mean, it sounds good though because it's
I
complicated.
was trying to.
Well,
Hey,
dude-
there's no better feeling. There's no better feeling than being out on the open road, riding with that wind in your face. So I was just trying to get back out there.
For sure.
But yeah, no, I did a gear oil change on it. I did a regular oil change, new fuel filter, spark plug, nice high octane non-ethanol.
Nice.
This is your name. You're listening to the Hot Car Podcast.
I wanted to talk about something that came up earlier, and one of those like, I don't know what it is. It's like the manosphere alpha male meme kind of incel thing, right? It's just a picture of some dude, and it says men should not take on a date, and then there's 16 types of women. And I thought we could go through them and determine what kind of woman should this man date if all of these factors are no-go.
Wow. I would say probably like a pillow or his mom, maybe.
Well, the first one is single mothers, so that's out. So, no single mothers.
Are you asking for the types of women that are not first?
No, I'm just asking for the type of guy who this would be important to.
First of all, this was written by a man. I fucking seen it already.
Women with a lot of tattoos. Like what? That doesn't make any sense. Really? Is that really a thing? See, the thing is, I'm just baffled that that's really a thing. Is that a thing?
What?
Don't date single mothers, women with a lot of tattoos, women who dress provocatively.
It sounds like you're speaking to Andrew Tate gospel right now, my guy.
Well, no, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with this. I'm just shocked that it's even that this is even like
Andrew Tate's whole shtick.
Yeah, well, is he? Okay, here's a better question. Then do the idiots who put up the memes believe it, or do they just say it to be provocative? Like, what do you think?
Right. I think some people are attention whores, and they just say stuff to piss people off, and they get a reaction.
Because this just eliminates this kind of just eliminates everybody.
Fucking Tate, he is Delulu.
It eliminates everybody.
And he is living in this land where he actually believes. You gotta look him up sometimes. He's fucking crazy.
Who?
Andrew Tate. He's a popular.
Oh, I know who that is. He's no. It's all just so stupid.
Yeah, but he has a big following, which is super weird.
See, then I went.
I actually agree with this stuff.
I don't want to be the devil's advocate or anything like that, or look bad, risk looking bad in a certain way. But I just wanted to say that there are certain qualities that a young man with no male role model in his life growing up in that way.
I think
kind of look
there you go. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right?
I don't want to say a vulnerable audience. I don't want to say vulnerable, but shapeable. You shape them a certain way.
Right. Very,
I would say that there are certain things that I mean, I don't know if you have children, but I don't know how wrong it is to say that I think I'm going to raise my son and daughter a little bit differently from each other.
Well, right.
A lot of what he says, I believe, has value, but at the same time, I can very easily see what is interpreted as offensive that comes from him and a lot of his following. A lot of it, in my opinion, boils down to following, and then also what people say he says versus what he actually says. It's but I do find a lot of faults in his speeches, but I also agree with a ton of the things. So I'm very intermediate on the subject.
Sure. Just looking at this stupid list, though, it just seems like it would be impossible to actually go through life if you actually held these beliefs. It would make it very difficult to navigate through life because everyone you would come in contact with would be someone who you weren't supposed to deal with. That's so strange. And it's not true. You can just tell on the face of it, all these people who say this stuff, then they go out in the real world and they don't do it. They don't do that. Who does that? They don't do that in the real world. You can do it online all day long. But no one acts like that, like generally out in the real world amongst real people.
Right, but when you're behind a computer screen, like say.
I mean, you're likely to get into a lot of like real trouble, like if you behave that way outside. You know, I don't see it. Like, but then people have their secret little notions that they keep, to themselves, or they post online about, and it makes them like, I guess, feel more like powerful, and they send money to Andrew Tate, and that makes them feel good too. That kind of stuff. Yeah, I can see how people get in. It could get entranced by that, the promise of well, I don't know. See, what is the promise? If like it's just like, don't date these people. Well, what's left? What's the outcome? There's not a positive aspect to it. It's just all, oh, this is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it boils down to like not judging people.
Right. Like, don't be a racist.
Sides,
don't be don't be a lookist.
Maybe
Right.
there is a couple cool business things that
Sure.
that old Mr. Katie boy has
Oh.
to say, But maybe he shouldn't judge people also that have differences from him. Say that they're less than.
Right. That's like what I disagree with. Like, he was kind of beefing with Greta about about the pollution of his cars. Posting pictures just to be like, hey, look what I'm doing. That's the stuff I don't agree with. I think people should live humble lives.
Yeah, he doesn't have those cars anymore, by the way. They were taken.
We should always try to be more like sensible.
No, when he got
Listen, I don't wish that on anybody.
No, he got
got
he got arrested for, and I don't know what the outcome of that is, but
You're cutting out.
who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably because the
It's the feds.
fucking T-Mobile at it again.
God damn it, T-Mobile.
you sound good. It's getting. You hear the feedback.
I
That's,
appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
I'm flattered.
that's weird.
Marcus, what's the weirdest way ever you have made a few bucks on the side?
Oh, that's funny because that's what I was wanting to talk about next. The weirdest way I made a few bucks on the side was okay. So for a while I was living in Venice Beach, like on the beach, outside, and busking and painting and hanging out with my bohemian art friends. We're all living outside and camping out on the sidewalk and stuff. So I started collecting cigarette butts and collecting tobacco. And my buddy had a little tuber machine.
No.
Yes.
Yep. So we collected all this, and I divided it up between like menthol and regular tobacco, and tubed up a bunch of cigarettes, and we're selling them for $3 a pack.
Yo!
Oh my god.
There's a whole technique, like say, and
That's so gnarly. Oh my god.
it's not really. It's not really that gnarly.
That's like chaotic evil.
You think?
That's dark.
Kind of like selling tickets at the DMV, number tickets.
Yeah,
You think?
What year was this?
2015. Not that long ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say you might have invented herpes, but yeah, it's not. I don't.
No, I
I
don't
don't
think.
think it's the same.
No. So it was all very, that's the weirdest way. You asked for the weirdest way.
They did it on a clean
That's fucking
table.
awesome.
I wash my hands.
Hey, that's more than a lot of these people could ask for. You at least you changed it out too. A lot of these like people just be picking snipes out of the ashtrays, myself included when I was like 12.
Well, so you break off the filter, and then the other end is burned. So you have this little packet of like pretty much pristine tobacco in there.
That's fucking awesome.
I mean,
All right, I actually approve of that. That's a good side.
so then you break it open, you wash your hands, you like clean up all your mess, and then you just make cigarettes. It's like double smoked tobacco. What's wrong with that?
It's not like it was never done at the barter fair.
You're inhaling. Think about it. You're inhaling. Like
When I went to Rain Factory,
you're not corrupting the tobacco that you're smoking. You're inhaling it. You're not spitting on it. Yeah, there's a filter too. Plus, there's a filter. And plus, people pass joints to each other all the fucking time, and no one complains about that except Jamaicans. They won't do it. They do not do that. If they have a smoke, it's theirs only.
They don't want to have to make another one.
They don't have. That's right.
I sell my plasma twice a week, and just because it's an extra few $100 a month, it's like an extra $400 a month or something like that.
Sure.
Maybe do it as much as you can.
Okay.
So
That's nothing wrong with that.
But I've talked with a guy. I met him there actually at the plasma place. A lot of weird apples at the plasma place. But I met a guy there. His name was Tommy. And he told me that he sold his balls one a piece for, I think, $27,000 each.
holy shit!
Did you check?
No, Tommy. His name was Tommy.
No, did you check?
Oh no, of course not. He told me they.
I would have checked.
Left of the sack up, so it's all one piece now.
Oh, I'd have to see that.
I'd have to see that too. Yeah, for that, like.
This is what he told me. He said that
$54,000.
when you're going in doggy style, you're not slapping your balls against her ass anymore. There's no lag, and he said.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Listen, I'm not even
second.
joking. He air quoted this. He said.
How can you have no balls and do that? That's not even. What are you What?
He said he moves like a sewing machine. He said.
What the?
There was no lag, and Tommy moved like a sewing machine.
And then nothing.
Now, they gave him the staple.
And then nothing comes out.
Yeah, he said it wasn't even weird because he wasn't off balance because they took him both. You know
Yeah,
what I
but-
mean? He said if you only take one, you almost go around in a circle.
What is it? Does he need to take extra testosterone now? Nothing would come out.
I'll be honest with you.
I
I
don't
don't think he takes testosterone. He looks like a full-on woman.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. Okay, Tommy.
Well, if he ain't got no nuts.
No, I don't think he's trans because he kept the name Tommy. You know, so I'm pretty sure it's a dude.
Was he wearing dude clothes?
Oh yeah.
He was
Poor
wearing-
Tommy just looked like a girl. You
Okay.
know? It looked like a man with the absence of what makes you a man.
Okay.
All right.
Like a ghost, if you will. A ghost of a man.
That's a crazy way to make some money. Wow.
Well, I don't know. Like he looked like at one point he could grow a firm mustache, and then what I saw Tommy with that day just looked kind of thin, you know, like taint hair.
Is that right? Oh.
Women's.
Yeah, he had Jungle Bridge hair on his upper lip. It looked like it didn't look like a man's stash.
Gotcha.
He showed me some pictures of early Tommy, and he had a man's stash back then. So I don't know what happened.
Oh, he's showing you pictures. It sounds like you know this.
Tommy.
Sounds like you know
Not
Tommy
the same
pretty well.
You're not Tommy, are you?
No, of course not. This is Tommy we're talking about.
Right.
Everybody has an alter ego.
Everybody needs a Tommy.
Oh, you're thinking about becoming Tommy, you said? Are you going to sell one of your balls?
Who, me?
I
Oh,
tell you
him.
what, Sheridan. I tell you what. If it comes to that, I would probably sell one of them. I'd probably sell one, so I still got two. No, I'm joking with you.
You'll
But
sell one and you still got two. Whoa.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You
I'd
still?
rather do that than have like a regular vasectomy.
Is that what he
He
said?
said he'll sell one and he still has two.
Well, I don't want to keep them as decorations.
You have
know what I mean?
three?
I don't
You
want a
have three
vasectomy
nuts?
Just to have them flopping around. You know?
Wait. You're saying you have three nuts?
Well, let me put it to you like this. I got kicked in the
He's not
butt
saying no.
times this week by my toddler. And I will say, I don't think I'm good anymore.
Okay. Hey,
We're talking total fucked up shots too. I'm looking at Triscuits at Albertson. She kicks me through the party. You know what I mean? Just bullshit shots.
Oh my God, come
Bring
on.
me down to one knee.
Is his shrooms kicking in?
Say that again.
Are the shrooms kicking in?
You guys are cutting out.
I
Yeah.
can barely hear you guys.
Yeah, I know. I think we're cutting out for some reason. I think we're gonna call it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
No problem.
Yep.
That was
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes or so. That's
Let
perfect.
it be known, Tommy's a real man.
Oh,
Well,
we
you know, a real person. Tommy's a real person.
maybe
You got 3 nuts.
we'll get him on the show.
Tommy
I'll see if I
one
can track
nut.
him down. I don't have his info. It's just a random that I've seen in Plasma.
Next time you're at the DMV or the plasma place, like, you say, "Hey, Tommy," like, and just you can just record him on your phone memo and have him like tell us stuff.
If I ever see Tommy again, yeah, I'll let Sheridan know for sure.
Cool.
Get her in contact with him.
That's always a fun thing to do too. Is you can record your own little interviews with, on phone memo and.
There's a person named Tommy Medford.
I don't know for a fact. From what he told
You're
me,
listening
he bought
to the
a
Hot
mobile
Car
home with the money, so
Podcast
he doesn't
with
have to ever have
Marcus
a house again because he
and
has a
Hammy.
house based on what his mama gave him.
Not from selling a nut.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a happy ending.
I think that's a perfect way to end the show. Hey, thanks guys. Bye. See. Talk to you soon. You're listening to the Hot Car Podcast with Marcus and Hammy.
Real busy town, don't know where to go.
And you saw a raccoon sitting in the bush. What did you do? Little fucker crawled up your leg.
Crawling my leg and he scratched my eyes out.
Right, right, right.
See what is this shit about?
You better run.
You.
The little rabbit fucker.
Now what you gonna do? I can't see, but I will throw my mouth at you. I'm real hungry. Wow, what the fuck can I do?
Little rabbit fucker.
Little savage fucker, gonna take it to the tank. Gonna eat your bones and make myself fart. I don't know.
Little rabbit fucker.
Little savage fucker,
Foaming out the mouth.
foaming out the mouth. Rattlesnake bite. Rattlesnake bite. Rattlesnake bite. Rattlesnake bite. Bite, 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 bite. Poison going through your veins. Your nails will fall off. Poison, poison. Rattlesnake bite. Bite, 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 bite.
He's staring at
Lying, staring you down, wow. Looking at that caution sign, it's a hazard. Don't know what to say, those chicks are naked, hey.
It's like a Bob Seger song.
Yeah.
It's freaking me out.
It's